Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of my downswing series, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining the role of your upper body and spine in the downswing. So last week I talked about the hips and knees and went over the 3 basic movements that are involved in the downswing that help to influence how you deliver the club into the ball correctly. So if you haven't watched that video, please watch that one before you watch this one, just so you have a better understanding of how everything ties together. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more golf related content. Let's get started. So throughout the golf swing, the spine essentially moves in 3 ways. So the first movement can be classified as a tilt, which is a bending of the spine to the right and to the left. The second is a flexion, an extension of the spine, which is just another way of saying a forward bend and a backwards bend. And finally, there's a rotation. So to understand what your upper body does in the downswing, we first have to understand how we got there. Okay, so from a setup position, we can see that our spine starts out in a more flexed position, kind of leaning forward or bent forward. Okay, so as we start our backswing, we know that there is a rotation, there is a leftward tilt, just because our left shoulder tends to be lower than our right shoulder. So from this view here, as I rotate back, you can see that my left shoulder is lower than my right, so there is a leftward tilt involved. So the backswing would be a combination of a rotation, a leftward tilt if you're a right-handed player, and an extension in the spine, or a backwards bend. Okay? So since we know that it's a combination of those 3 movements in the backswing, the downswing would be the opposite. The first move is a rightward tilt from the top of the swing. Now before you go ahead and start trying to drop your right shoulder, you must understand that this is created by keeping your head centered over the ball while your hips move laterally towards the target. By doing this, your spine will begin to tilt rightwards as you turn and unwind. Tilting of the spine can be considered a downward movement, which is one of the 3 primary movements involved in the downswing. This can really help a golfer shallow out the club and their angle of attack into the golf ball. Since your hips are continuing towards the target, the shoulders will continue to tilt more rightwards as you get closer to impact. Typically, the shoulders will continue to tilt until your hips stop moving. Now, another point to take note of is that the rate at which your torso unwinds or opens in the downswing slows down as your club gets closer to impact. This just allows your hands to catch up and get back in front of you. So now that you have a better understanding of how the spine tilts in the downswing, I'll just go over how the spine flexes or extends as well. Alright, so since we know that our starting position requires the spine to be in a more flexed position forward. Okay, so as we get to the backswing, we know that the spine will tend to extend or have a slight backwards bend. And now we'll return into a forward bend as the trail knee returns to its original bend at the start. Okay? As you get closer to impact, the spine will still be in flexion or a forward bend, but will return or regain its extension as you get into the follow through. So your upper body does a lot of different movements all at the same time during your downswing, but essentially it's the right amount and the right combination of tilting, flexion or extension, and rotation that will allow the club to enter into the ball correctly in your downswing. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below. Or if you want to know about anything specifically, you can also mention it in the comments. Perhaps I can make a video about it as well. But stay tuned for next week where I go over what the arms do in the downswing as the final piece of my downswing series. So until then, see you guys next time.